as it seeks to strengthen Niger's military, after kicking out the French and American troops that were somehow supporting its forces on the ground, and offering any other necessary technical support in the war against terrorism. The Niger junta has just added close to 2,000 new soldiers to the defense force, in a pass-out ceremony that was presided over by the country's Minister of Defense. The ceremony happened on March 5, 2024, and it saw 1,952 military recruits of the year 2023 graduate to join the armed forces, upon completing the necessary military training at the Agali military camp in Dosso, with all of them being men. While presiding over the ceremony, the Minister of State and National Defense, Army Corps General Salifou Modi, stressed that the ceremony reflects the vision of the President of the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Homeland, Brigade General Abdourahamane Tchiani, to not only strengthen the military, but also reconquer Niger's sovereignty, and guarantee lasting peace and security for the people of Niger. That, since the inception of the CNSP, on July 26, 2023, Niger has been resolutely committed to strengthening its army, regaining its sovereignty, and defending its national territory, because no development can take place without guaranteed security. Then, without sugar-coating it, General Modi informed the young recruits the immense security challenges that they will face in a complex environment that they're going to be deployed to, which is marked by threats of external destabilization. He, however, urged them to cultivate the military spirit, to show courage, rigor, and professionalism, and without saying much, take a listen at him address the recruits here. In fact, there can be no development without security. Since the advent of the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Fatherland, Niger has resolutely committed itself to the reconquest of its sovereignty and the defense of the national territory. These objectives can only be achieved with a strong army that is equipped with sufficient and qualified human resources. Soldiers of the class of 2023, our army is currently engaged in several theaters of operations, which take place in a complex environment. It is important to remind you to keep in mind patriotism, self-sacrifice, and discipline, which is the main strength of armies. You must constantly demonstrate courage, rigor, and professionalism in the fulfillment of your duty. Continue to cultivate the military spirit and the value of exemplary team spirit and self-sacrifice. It's worth noting that, on the night waking to March 21, 2024, the Niger army suffered a horrific setback when more than 100 terrorists in vehicles and on motorbikes attacked the army unit between Tegi and Bankalore region, using homemade bombs and suicide vehicles, in an ambush that saw 23 soldiers lose their lives. And as such, prayers and a memorial service honoring the fallen soldiers were held in the morning of March 25, 2024, in Maradi Defense Zone 6, in the presence of the governor of the region, and the Controller General of Police Issoufou Mamane. Anyway, do you believe it was a good idea for the Niger junta to kick out the American and French troops from its territory, even when its own military still has a lot to do to eradicate terrorism? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe before leaving, because more updates on what's happening in the Sahel region are coming.